injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwissow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essink.
All right, welcome into the Fitness Fanatics. It is Sunday, October 12th, and we are celebrating another epic Husker victory. I mean, yesterday was kind of a new thing in our house. I was able to watch a come from behind fourth quarter drive under 4 minutes where the Huskers scored a touchdown and won the game for the first time ever with my son.
Yeah, when was the last time Nebraska had the opportunity within the last 4 minutes when the score was one score, tie it or win it?
Okay, so
and the result was a win.
listening to some post-game shows. I have 2 games that I've heard. 2019 Northwestern.
That's it.
When we were tied.
Yeah.
When we were tied.
Yeah, we were tied.
10-10. So if we miss the field goal, we don't lose the game.
Mhm.
We go to overtime. But the last time where we came from behind and scored a touchdown to win was 2017 against Purdue.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And like, I don't know who the guy is on Twitter, but like after all,
Eric.
So he's keeping this spreadsheet, right?
Yeah.
Of like
We still have the same one. I know what you're gonna
every
say.
single like possession, drive, the result,
the team,
like,
the year, the score before and after.
how much time's left, interception, loss. I mean, so it's
It's been a lot of, did we score? No.
Well,
did we win? No. We've
you-
only scored like 4 times.
Did you see he had a little video that he shredded that?
Yeah, he put it in the shredder. It's over.
It was awesome.
The
He's
streak is over.
He's like zooming in to the win. I was showing Ben. It was just like, it was so funny.
I forgot about that sheet this year. I'm not even going to lie. I forgot that thing was still going.
Still going.
And I was like, oh my gosh, it's gotten that bad. So I was happy to see him shred that.
But you know, the win last night was, I mean, how many wins did Bo Pelini have like that? A lot.
Yeah.
Where they fourth quarter come from behind. I mean, like just in 2012, I mean, they beat Ohio State. They beat Michigan State on the road. They just had all these close wins, and it was just like, felt so good. And so yesterday, you know, we're watching that game, and afterwards, Ben's just like, oh, I think I've aged like 3 years.
I don't do that.
So I'm just like, I know. And I always think back to like when Nebraska was like at the peak, you know, and it was 1 versus 2, or because I always go back to that Oklahoma Nebraska game in 2001 where I just sat there for 3.5 hours and had a migraine because it was just like, it was such a huge game, right? You're just like, oh my God, like it's so stressful when you're so good. It's like kind of like thinking about being a Chiefs fan right now. It's like
Husker volleyball fan.
Yeah. I mean, every loss is just devastating. You're
For Husker volleyball, they lose a set.
I know.
Not even the match. It's like, oh,
panic
what's
sets
happening?
in.
The
Yeah.
volleyball team. And then they, you know what they do though? They reverse sweep.
Yep.
And, you know, man, it's crazy watching that. I am at a point though, like the last 2 games, even Michigan State, I felt it. I'm like, we're going to find a way to win this game. Like my mind is starting to trust our team a little bit more because that's 2 weeks in a row now. Where it's like, you know what, what was it, 21 unanswered in like the fourth quarter alone? Well, 2 minutes in the third. So you're at the end of the third into the fourth, 21 unanswered in that Michigan State game. And in this game, you know, credit Dylan Raiola for what looked like was going to be an awful performance. He found a way to win the game still.
Yeah, and some of those interceptions, I mean, obviously that one he was trying to throw away and it was just like didn't quite get out of bounds.
There's one I really criticize him for. The other 2, I can kind of see what happened.
Yeah, the receiver may have ran the wrong route. You're throwing to a spot, right? And it's
well, it looked like he's supposed to come back vertically, and then he kind of rounded it out like a banana peel. So and that's just still on Dylan. You know, you got to make sure that communication's there with your receiver, and I don't think they're on the same page. And the one where he threw it out of bounds, he finally did the thing we were all screaming for him to do. He just needed a little bit more mustard.
Yeah, or a
but
little
like
wider.
I can only see on those interceptions where his mind was at. The first one was tough.
Yeah, great resilience. And it's funny, like as you like, we're so just everything's just microscopic with Nebraska, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we had Indiana, Oregon on, and Indiana threw a pick 6. I was like, Ben, you mean other teams throw pick 6s, right? Out in college football? You know, it's like not just our team that did it. Indiana did it too. So like, you know, things happen. But it's, you know, the whole coach rule in year 3, like if you look back at his year at Baylor in year 3, he had multiple overtime wins, like a lot of close wins to get Baylor to 11-1. Or 11-2 is what they finished the regular season. But like he had a game where he won in double or triple overtime, you know, making field goal kicks at the buzzer. Like, you know, so those close losses started to turn into close wins, and which you're kind of seeing that now. And I'll tell you, I know all the fans are still, not all of them, some are still a little like, because we're going to Minnesota. Ben and I watched a lot of the Minnesota Purdue game last night just to kind of see how they
Sickos.
look. Well, we had it. It was on the secondary
You
television.
just want to see Minnesota.
It was on the TV that was muted.
Mhm.
So the other TV, we had like Michigan and USC we were watching, but Minnesota's just not that good, you guys.
Not this year.
They rushed for 22 yards.
Yeah.
22 yards.
And that's supposed to be their identity.
Against Purdue
Mm-hmm.
at home. Like, yes, can we go up there and lose? Yes, if we're stupid and we do dumb things. And I know we haven't won there and we haven't beat Minnesota in 5 years. And we just, I don't know if we've ever won in Minneapolis since we've been. I was just like those things, but that's all in the past. And I'm here to be Mr. Positive today, not Mr. Negative.
Oh, good.
But Minnesota, to me, it's just not that good. I know they're 4-2 and they're 2-1 in the Big Ten, which, so if we go up there and get the win, it's like, hey, you beat a 4-2 team. But their offense is just, I kind of look at their quarterback's just not that good. I mean, they were making like just fluky plays. Minnesota had a pick 6 in that game as well. Purdue was down 4th and goal at the 4 at the end of the game, a chance to tie, and they just, they couldn't. They missed throw. But Devin McAvee's still the running back there.
Yeah, only holdover
so
for starters.
He's still there for the last 4 years, but they're just. And PJ Fleck is just a lunatic on the sideline. That guy just whines about everything. He's just losing his mind. My gosh. And I know, nobody really here likes him on the ticket, I've heard. But he's just, that's the one team. Like, I really want to beat Iowa at the end of the year, but I really want to beat Minnesota.
Well,
like, they're just so.
He's a polarizing figure.
I mean, yeah. And like I said,
PJ Fleck.
They haven't really beat anybody good either.
No.
I think Maryland would beat the brakes off Minnesota.
Maryland's not bad.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, they beat Wisconsin 27-10, I think.
Yeah,
as well.
And they blew the game against Washington, and Washington just routed Purdue.
Washington's good though.
Well, they are.
Coleman might be the best back in the Big Ten.
And as you're watching Maryland, you're kind of just waiting. I think like we were playing defense to like trying with thinking that he'll make a mistake, right? Like,
and he had been throughout the year.
Where's his interception? Right, Malik Washington. Where's his?
He was due for one. His problem, and I actually like the game plan a lot. Like we didn't give up really anything over the top at all day. They're keeping a lot. And,
yeah.
Because if you watch all the games prior with Malik Washington, like his biggest problem is like he just kind of drifts in the pocket, and then he'll be drifting, and then he'll try to laser one, and it's behind or it's too far, high, and it leads to a lot of tipped passes, easy interceptions. And we didn't get any picks, but we won the game,
right?
Because what did he do on the last play? He was kind of drifting in the pocket. He tries to laser it in there, and it's behind. So the game plan worked. It didn't work in the interceptions, but it was kind of tough one because he really did have a good game,
right?
But he still had those crucial balls where he was just throwing it too far ahead, too high behind, and he just wasn't setting his feet. So they were out there to be had. I was waiting for one of those throws as well, but he kind of got lucky. He never had one that got quite tipped up in the air that was easy to pick off.
And they really, they scored 24 points, right? Because they had a pick 6, and 2 of their drives were. One of them was a pretty short drive, so it's like. And then, they just kind of had some fluky plays that got them down there. But it was just really a game of runs, right? And, we had a little kind of questionable. I mean, the refs were questionable a little bit against Maryland. So if you just look at it in its totality, we had 3 turnovers. We had a penalty that cost us a touchdown.
Yep.
We had just a couple, holding calls. And do any teams get called for holding against Nebraska?
I swear.
Like I'm trying now that I'm like watching these, like, because I remember Michigan, like we were in the stands for the Michigan game, but like Ben was even like, they're just like, it's like they're wrestlers out there. Like they're just bear hugging our guys, and just there's no holding calls. So Michigan didn't get called for a hold. Maryland didn't get called for a hold. So now I'm thinking like,
I think we got holding calls on both those games against Nebraska too.
Well, of course we did.
Yeah.
We had 2 holding calls in the last drive. Like we get up there and then we lose yards. Then we get there and then we lose yards. And it was just like, but now we've won a game where the defense made a play. We won a game where special teams were making plays.
Mm-hmm.
We won a game where the offense had a game-winning drive, which we have not seen since 2017. So it's good. It's good times. And I'm just like looking around like the rest of the teams we play, and I don't want to get, look too far ahead, but I'm just like thinking, like I said, I don't think Minnesota's very good. We should be able to beat Northwestern at home.
Well, now you're looking at UCLA and Northwestern. Like, what are you guys?
Well,
and Penn State. All three of those teams you're looking at. Like, who's bad, who's good? I don't know anymore.
Yeah, and I think the really only thing that we do know about college football is Ohio State's good.
Yes, Oregon's good.
Miami's good. Indiana's good. I mean,
Bama's still good.
How good is Oregon though?
Good.
How good does their win at Penn State look? They had it in
I think
overtime.
that was a different Penn State, though. I really do. Like, the confidence got shot out of those guys.
Well, for Penn State, here are their next 3 games.
It's tough.
At Iowa.
And they just scored 37.
Which
over Wisconsin.
Yeah. And they had Indiana beat. And Indiana's for real.
Mm-hmm.
So you got at Iowa, which they're probably not going to win. Then they take a little trip to Ohio State.
That's another
which they're not going to win.
Nope.
Then they play Indiana.
That's another
at home, which they're probably not going to win. You guys, by the time we go to Happy Valley, Penn State could be 4-6, and everybody's checked out.
They're pissed.
No, when you're a team like, we don't know what this is like right now.
I don't know what it's like with the money on the table.
But when you're a team that's picked to win the national championship, and you're preseason number 2 in the country, and you're 4-6, I mean, they don't have to give a refund. It's not like they have to, we're 4-6, here's your money back.
Yeah, but what happened to UCLA? They were 0-4. I understand.
But they didn't have any expectations, right? So it's a little different.
Well, is it though?
I think so.
Because at that point, your expectations are gone. They're gone right now.
People in the portal, they're ready. They're checked out.
What could happen is if James Franklin gets fired, and then they have some hot shot like UCLA where they just rally around a guy. Sometimes a new voice, because the talent is there, is all I'm saying. The talent's still on that team. For whatever reason, the talent is checked out. If there is a voice that somehow rallies them, it can be a dangerous team again, even though there might not be what they want on the table. Same thing for UCLA. I mean, they weren't 0-4, even though they had Nico Amaleva, and they weren't thinking we can go win a championship, but they were not thinking 0-4. And then they go beat Penn State, and then they blow out Michigan because they're rallying around their talent.
But sometimes you only rally for so long. Right, UCLA they got some tough games coming up.
They got some tough games.
They're going to fall back down to earth.
That's what I'm saying. There's potential. The talent's still there, so I don't want to just write off Penn State just because they lost to Northwestern. They lost 2 weeks in a row because if it becomes Nebraska game for whatever reason, if that's the game they rally, I mean the talent is there.
Well, when they're on a 6-game losing streak,
it's going to be tough to rally.
Little different. And do you think the fans see? Some of these teams that are at the top, like if Penn State went 3-9, they're not selling out Beaver Stadium.
No.
Where Nebraska fans sell out, right? Even when we're 3-9, we're showing up for a game where we're 3-8 playing Iowa, right? The place is sold out. But it's going to be interesting. But you can admit though, the game now looks a lot easier.
Oh, 100%.
So it's in Penn State, I was actually kind of, and here's another thing we haven't really had to think about for a while, is cheering for teams that benefit the Huskers.
Yeah, like Cincinnati.
Right?
They beat Scott Frost yesterday.
Like Cincinnati. We're big Cincinnati fans.
Oh, yeah.
We're also should be big USC fans as well, because next Saturday, USC goes to Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 things that can do for Nebraska. 1, it can knock Notre Dame out of the playoffs. 3 losses, they're not getting in. Their season is basically over for the playoff spot.
They don't have wins on the schedule going forward. Not with that non-independent schedule.
No, they don't. But if they go 10-2,
they might squeak it.
You're still a little leery.
Yeah.
But it'll get Penn State to 6-1. They'll be top 20. If we can take care of business and beat Minnesota Northwestern, I am predicting we get a college game day in Lincoln for USC Nebraska. Because I took a little
night game, Halloween.
I took a little peek at the slate for November 1st. Not that good. That would be the best game on the schedule.
Well, you think Nebraska's ranked after this win?
Well, they should be.
They should be, right?
Yeah,
and then you get a win over Northwestern, and then who's the other one?
Minnesota.
So you're looking at between probably 10 to 20. USC, if they win,
they beat Notre Dame. They'll be
a pretty top 10 team, maybe.
Yeah, it'll be good.
And then you're going to have that's a good matchup rankings wise.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll tell you what, Nebraska wins that one. Now we're in the playoff picture, if not really close to it.
Yeah, there's, like I said, there's not a lot of great games that day. And I don't want to jump too far ahead. And I'm surprised, like, we're not getting any texters just like, oh, this one game.
NFL brick and mortar.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, it's still pretty exciting to think about, right? Because you still have hope. And there's a bunch of teams bunched up at 2-1 in the Big Ten. Like, I don't think Northwestern, they're not going on a run to win the Big Ten. UCLA's 2-1. They're not going on a run to win the Big Ten. Minnesota's 2-1. They're not going on a run to win the Big Ten either.
No.
Iowa, as much as it pains me to say this, they're pretty good.
I know. Their offense is actually doing all right.
And in fact, it wouldn't bother me if Iowa beat Penn State.
So we can have that big win
to give them
Iowa at the end of the year,
and to give Penn State another blow.
Yeah.
Right. But I really want the Nebraska-Iowa game to mean something. Like, we've played every game we've ever played Iowa. It hasn't meant something for both teams, right?
No, it may be what bowl game are you going to play in for Iowa, but that's about it.
Or bowl eligibility for Nebraska.
Yeah.
But it hasn't had that where you're just like, with the winner goes to the Big Ten championship game. Now, Nebraska's played Iowa, where if we won, we went to the Big Ten championship game in 2012. Iowa's played us a couple times where they win, they go to the Big Ten championship, but it's never been two teams that are like 9-2 or 10-1, where it's been like the entire eyes of the country are on that game because it has ramifications nationally. So that's how you get just a bloodthirsty rival, right? And I've already told multiple Iowa fans that if we're 10-1 and they come in here and beat us, I'm blocking their numbers permanently on my phone.
They've been loud because their team's actually not bad this year.
No, they're not bad. Their defense is pretty good. And just watching them against Indiana, I was just in shock the whole game. Like, how is this even possible? But again, it's just now it just makes it fun because now we can watch other games and cheer for other teams. And that's how it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't around in those times. But when we're like, I'm looking at the rankings, the national rankings, I'm like, okay, if number 2 Florida is going to lose to Tennessee and number 3 Texas going to lose to this team, and you just have it all mapped out on a piece of paper. You're just like, okay, here we go. These are the games. And then you quietly move up the rankings. So I miss all that. That was really fun.
Well, we might finally be ranked again. We might actually be able to play that game going forward here, which feels like, man, a ranking next to Nebraska is crazy.
Which I think we've only had a ranking next to our name,
Mike Riley,
twice since 2016. We were ranked in 2016.
Yep.
We were ranked for 1 week. We were ranked.
Scott Frost had a ranking.
He was preseason top 25. That lasted 2 games, and then we were out. And then we were ranked 1 week last year playing Illinois.
Yep.
Never got back there. So it'll be nice.
Well, now you got some manageable games in front of you. I don't want to say wins, but
yes, where we are the better team
than
Minnesota. There's no doubt about it.
And so far, we've been winning those games, unlike the past where we're favored and we actually pulled out.
And just think if we put together 4 quarters for the football, what that would look like. Because we were 21 points better than Maryland yesterday. I mean,
the pick 6, 2 really bad interceptions when we were driving the ball. At least yesterday, we were 5 for 5 in the red zone.
And I think we only gave up 1 sack.
Only 1 sack, yeah.
To a team that has 19 sacks on the season.
Yeah, a lot of that was good game plan by Holgerson.
Absolutely.
Like, we're just not going to give you time. If you want to bring pressure, we'll just throw it underneath and get yak yards. And that worked really well. Tunnel screen, once again.
Mm-hmm.
Same play 2 weeks in a row. That works so well for teams that want to be really aggressive.
Yep.
Just catch them on their heels.
And running the ball effective. Like, it was just a really, I mean, it was tense, obviously.
Right. but the offense was doing things. And when it wasn't turning it over, it looked good.
Like Crowbait texted in, O-line did exceptional. Absolutely. I mean,
Evan Johnson, 21 carries, like almost 200 yards. I think he finished with like 179. You know, I mean, you can say what you will about the games prior, but you give them 1 sack, and then the run game was really good. Like, they were getting up to the second level. Evan Johnson was doing a good job taking advantage of it, but some of the holes they were creating were huge. It was probably the best game from the offensive line yet.
And that's good. Everything's getting better. We get better as the season goes on.
Well, that's what I was kind of saying like last hour when I was going solo. Like, I'm always a little bit surprised by some people's attitudes after wins, especially in this era. Because I'm like, if you go look at last year, there's maybe 2 spots where you can say were worse, and that'd be the defensive line, and maybe you could say the offensive line, but the wide receiver core is better. Dylan Rail looks better than he did last year. Evan Johnson's could do better than what we had. Well, he's still there, but now they're utilizing him in a much better fashion. You know, the secondary better than last year.
Special teams
significantly leaps and bounds better. It's hard to even realize it's the same special teams unit. We have all these things that say the team's better. We are not a championship team right now, but we can be happy that things are heading in the right direction. And Maryland was a good team.
Yeah,
that was a good win.
It was
on the road. It
was a great win.
Game-winning drive. You'll take that every time you get
it. Yep, another little streak that we could beat this week. We haven't won back-to-back road games since 2006.
I can believe that.
So here we go.
Yeah. And Minnesota looks gettable.
They're very gettable.
Yeah.
They're just not very good. If we just play our game, they should win handily, is my opinion.
PJ Fleck will be.
What's that?
PJ Fleck's going to be barking in that game on the sidelines in his nice suit and tie.
He will. And a little revenge for Coach Rule's first game 2 years ago, which I was at, by the way. And it was just a horrific experience in the last 5 minutes of that game. But, you know, guys, we actually have some health and fitness to talk about today. Nicole's going to join us at the top of the hour. But our guest, Jim Appleby, is going to be here. He has a pretty awesome story here over the last couple of years of his life that we're excited to share with you. So hopefully he's meandering around out there. So
yeah, I think it's him.
Okay. So we're going to be right back. Stay with us. We appreciate you guys listening this morning. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to SmokingGunJerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you can save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right. Welcome back into the Fitness Fanatics. It is Sunday, October 12th, And we're going to get into some health and fitness talk now. We have one of our newer Fit members, Jim Appleby, is in studio with us. How are you this morning, Jim?
Good.
I've already put Jim through the ringer this morning.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing a fit challenge for our gym called the Amazing Race Challenge. And we had a workout this morning at 7 a.m. that is called the Ring of Fire. And this was Jim's first Ring of Fire experience. 45 minutes of fun and exciting workouts. And I'll tell you what, I was really close to losing it on the mat. I was very just winded. My side ached. I mean, I didn't know if I was going to make it those last few minutes.
Yeah, those burpees were fun.
Fun? Yep.
Yeah.
So I told you, save the best for last. Yeah. All right, Jim. Well, welcome in. I hope you're all recovered from class this morning. I know I am. I had a good breakfast afterwards and ready to roll. All right, so let's get to know you a little bit. So questions we have for our guests. Number one, where'd you grow up? Where did you go to high school? And then third, were you active in sports? And if you were, what sports were you active in when you were younger?
I was born in Chicago, but I've lived in Lincoln almost all my life. Graduated from Northeast.
Okay.
So, yeah. Me and my friends, we did lots of sports, nothing, organized, other, we would play basketball, play football, just, we were pretty active.
Just football out in the backyard.
Yeah. Or, after school, we would play in the church across from Pershing for hours behind the rec center.
Which those Harrison, you probably agree with me. Some of those football games with your buddies out in the backyard or in an open field.
I was a 5-star recruit.
Well, and they got a little bit rougher than real football, right? The pads on.
We got always banned for playing it during recess. There's always that one kid that got laid out, and he might have been right to go to the teacher, but that was when the game was over.
Oh, then the one that goes to the teacher,
that's the one. Even
He's
though
out,
he might
right?
have CTE and he might have legitimate cause for concern, but the game's over because of that kid.
Well, we didn't even know what that was back then.
No,
you just
we didn't.
we didn't play touch football. It was this full tackle with no pads, like God intended football to be way back in the early 1920s.
Well, we tried to
Yeah.
tweak the rules and we make it 2-hand touch, but there's our recess. There's big line of pine trees, and the kids would just be getting shoved into the pine all the time. So it was, I could understand where the teachers were coming from.
As they say on early break, better times back then,
better
right?
times.
Yeah, we used to play commando basketball at my friend Ken's house. It would be a massacre.
No fouls?
No. It was pretty much last man standing won.
So did you do any play any sports in school?
No, we were too busy having fun, and we were not, huge athletes, high school, nothing like that. But we played so much softball. I mean, the men's team I was on, there were 4 or 5 years that we played more softball games than Major League Baseball players played games.
So you organized of
Yeah,
sporting. That's when you got a little bit older, right?
Right.
I don't know if you knew this, but I had a short softball career. I played in one softball game in my entire life, and I was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts in slow pitch softball. Never played again.
Tough to do.
We, I was better than average in softball, and then I played till probably 40 some, and then my friend again, Ken, I hadn't played in 3-4 years at least, and so he's like, "Oh, come on, we need a guy for our church team." I'm like, "Okay," and then and then I realized oh, I turned into that guy. Didn't have cleats.
Yeah.
Stuck me out in right field. Completely misplayed. The first ball hit to me, and I struck out. And I'm like, "Yeah, no."
You've lost it a little bit.
Yeah, I made my unretirement. Never again.
You watch Married with Children, Al Bundy, right?
Yep.
Any Al Bundy moments in your softball career that you be telling your grandkids about?
there's one.
Okay.
We played co-ed softball in Waverly, and it was a championship game. And my wife, she was running to first base after she hit the ball, and it was a bad throw, and the first baseman, who was an Amazon, just crushed her. And she
laid her out.
Yeah, she didn't do it on purpose. She was just going for the ball and just happened to be bam. And my wife was like, 100 pounds soaking wet.
So this is a lady on first base, not a
guy.
A guy taking her out.
No, it was a guy. It was a lady.
Okay.
And luckily, her sister was there because we didn't have any extra players. So she told me, just keep playing. Sue's going to take me to the hospital. I'm like, okay.
Well, this is some level 10 playing here.
It was. She ended up breaking her wrist right around, right below it. She had to have a plate in it. Well, after that, I hit like 2 home runs and a triple, and we ended up just slaughtering them. And they're like, one of the guys I knew from the other team was like, man, remind me never to get you upset when we're playing against you again. I'm like,
taking your wife out, and you just let her go to the hospital on her own.
No, I was going to, but she's like, no, stay and play. So, okay, if you insist.
That's, I don't hear the end of this story. When Nicole and I were doing our first half marathon, she got hurt her knee, and I came up behind her, and she's like, just go. I was like, are you sure I can walk with you? She said, just go. So what did I do? I went and I took off, and then the day you just left me behind in the run.
It's your fault for listening, Jeff.
I know, I should have known better.
Stace has never done that.
Okay.
But her dad was mad when I showed up after. I'm like, she told me to. I'm like, and then she's like, no, it's okay. I told him to. So he did what he was told. I'm like,
she's fine. It's a little broken wrist.
Yeah, it's just a plate,
It's fine. You'll grow back. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we're very excited to find out who's Jim's favorite NFL team is. So stay with us. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital. Your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, you guys, welcome back to the Fitness Fanatics. It's got about 7-8 minutes here. We're going to chat a little NFL with our guest, Jim. So, Jim, this is the moment Harris and I have been waiting for. Who's your favorite NFL team, and how did you become a fan of that team? Here we go.
It should be no surprise, being from Chicago, it's the Bears.
All right. Yes, we got another Bears fan in here.
That's right.
And we got 3 Bears fans and no Packers fans in the studio, which is amazing. So, okay. So you moved from when did you move to how old were you when you moved to Lincoln? I mean,
I don't even know. Maybe 2 or 3 at the oldest.
So was your folks, were they Bears fans? Was it run in the family? Because, you could have chose any team you wanted to living in Nebraska. You have a lot of options in the surrounding area. So what made you, were you there when the Bears won the 85 Super Bowl? Was that kind of your moment?
Well, no, we were, we had been in Lincoln for a while, but I joked that, the hospital I was born in is 7 miles away from Wrigley Field. So that's why I'm a Cubs fan. And, the Bears, just the style of football they played, Monsters of the Midway. It just, I'm I saw that and I'm in.
But that was the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Because you're a little bit older than I am. I mean, not too much, but so you would have been 11, 12 when they won the Super Bowl, kind of around there. I was 7.
Well, yeah, I graduated in 86. So.
Oh, okay. So you're 18.
Yeah.
17, 18.
Yeah.
That was the peak, right?
Oh, yeah. Sweetness, Jim McMahon, Super Bowl Shuffle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that's your team, and you think, wow, this is easy. Our team's incredible. We're going to NFC Championship games. We're Super Bowl shuffle, 15-1. And then after about the 87, 88 season, then it's just, here we are 40 years later.
A reality check.
So being Bears fans, let's do a little preview for tomorrow night. So Harrison, I know we got the owner of the station that writes your paychecks is a big Washington fan. So you a little smack talk going on, or is it just more DP getting after you?
No, he's doing the kill you with kindness type thing.
And he could do that.
Well, you guys are looking better, you know.
Ouch.
Yeah. Give it your all type of vibe is what I'm getting. I've been trying to like start stuff with him, and he's doing the kindness thing. So no, it's not working.
He's been around the block.
He's been around the block.
Right.
Yeah.
So he knows what's going on.
No, he's gonna be at that one. So
yeah,
it's gonna send me pictures of like players and all that stuff. So I really don't want it to be like clock hits 0 after a win, and I got DP sending me like all these Commanders players. But yeah,
so
we'll see.
That he's doing what we talked about doing, where you go out and you go to Nebraska, Maryland. We also like, so if we were out there, the Ravens play at home, so we could have went to Nebraska, Maryland, then the Rams Ravens on Sunday, then the Bears Washington game Monday night. Like, it would have been amazing, right? But 10-week challenge started this weekend, and so couldn't really make it happen. But it would have been a great game to be at last night in Maryland. I don't know if it would be a great game to be at today as a Ravens fan, because I think the Rams are going to take them out behind the woodshed. One more game of all their injuries. You know, they're all supposed to be back for the Bears game. That's like Lamar's going to be back. Roquan will be back. Like, most of their guys will be back. So that game's in 2 weeks, and our son Ben will be in studio with us for some of the time to do a little Ravens Bears preview. So that'll be fun. But no, big game tomorrow. Obviously, we're going back to what I call the scene of the crime, where the Bears were 4-2, just took the lead with 20 seconds left, and then we gave up the Hail Mary and went on to lose 10 straight. So it's tough, because I don't know what you guys think, but like, I'm not expecting the Bears to win the game. Can they win? Yes. Will I be disappointed if they lose? Yes. But going on the road to Washington, now that they got Jaden Daniels back, they looked fantastic last week, just basically handled the Chargers with relative ease. I mean, so they look like they're pretty good. But we'll see. I mean, they got some injuries as well. A couple of their receivers are out. McLaurin's out. Noah Brown's out. But that running back they have looked really good against Los Angeles. There's the San Diego Chargers.
The Chargers.
Yeah, the Chargers look good, but it'll be tough. But again, there's no shame in losing at Washington. But like I said, I think they can win, but I won't be surprised if they lose. As always, I just want Caleb to play well. And if we lose, that's fine. I just don't want him to play bad, because I just get sick of all the Caleb Williams pouring on talk by everybody. It's so obnoxious and nauseating.
Yeah, him and Mahomes both. I called him Mahomes. Raila.
Right.
Yeah.
Mahomes.
I'm not helping. But yeah, those two quarterbacks, it's like the two quarterbacks I root for, they can't breathe. Well, that's somebody in the media calling him out. Like, oh, he's doing that. This game's going to be tough, because if they lose, is it a horrible loss? No.
Yeah.
The media will make it a horrible loss. Like, we know how, like, it's going to be a hard game to not have hang over your head, because it's going to be talked about all season long. Even if the Commanders are the better team, that's a tough one. Monday Night TV, the Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, like, you want to at the very least not get embarrassed.
Yeah, you want a great game between the top two picks from last year's draft. And last year the Bears handled Jaden Daniels. They handled him the whole game. Like, they basically shut Washington down with one play. Even in that game, I remember, you guys remember, like, the second to last possession, we were down inside the 2-yard line, and I remember the announcers are like, all right, they went for it on fourth down. They're like, all right, you got to get
with the fridge. Didn't we try to bring it in with like the
yeah,
we blew that one.
You got to get your best offensive play in your playbook, and you bring in a backup tackle and he fumbles.
And
That's
I think
our best
Swift
play?
was marching down the field at that point too. I think Swift had just ripped off some monster runs. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it was just so bad. And then when we get the ball back and Caleb drives down, gets the go-ahead touchdown, and then, obviously, and there was this article about Tyreek Stevenson that I was reading, and just, how he's grown and he's gotten better because he's starting right now.
Yep.
And we do get some guys back. Kyler Gordon's back. So we've been without our two corners basically all season. So now we get a starting cornerback. One of our linebackers are back. So I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting. I just hope they play well because they do have a lot of winnable games on the horizon. They got some pretty. They get Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
They play the Giants, which will be interesting. But they still have the Bengals. I mean, the Steelers at home. They got a lot of winnable games out there on the schedule. So, but it'd be nice to win this one to get to 3-2. So, what do you think, Jim? Do you think they're going to win? Or
I'm the same way. I'm like, it's the Cubs fan in me. I hope for the best, but expect the worst. Prepare myself.
Hopefully, our attitudes about the Huskers are slowly changing.
Little by little.
Little by little. All right. Well, we are going to go to break. Nicole's going to join us here. We're going to get into Jim's, kind of life-changing last year that he's gone through. So stay with us. I know you're going to be touched by this story. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics. We will be back at the top of the hour.
We're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden Baked Crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts has been an trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Rolloffs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essink.
All right, welcome back to the Fitness Fanatics. It is the top of hour 2. As always, hour 2 is sponsored by Modern Woodmen of America. Founded in 1883, Modern Woodmen offers financial services and member benefits to individuals and families throughout the U.S. For more information, please call Sean Erickson at 402-483-6515. Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures. Big shout out to them. We appreciate all their support. If you're watching, well, it's kind of the only way you can do it right now is to watch, because
Ticket app as well.
NFL is on the brick and mortar, right? So Nicole has arrived to the show. She had a little ladies' night out.
It was a slumber party.
Little slumber
we
party.
didn't go out. We stayed in.
Slumber party at the Embassy Suite. So she got a little extra sleep here this morning.
I did not get extra sleep. We didn't go to bed till after almost 1.
She just didn't want to be in here for the sport. She's probably like, well, do I really even need to be there for the first hour? So I'll just come in at 10.
Yeah.
Three
I just
Bears
walked
fans
over.
is too many.
I know.
Maybe
I
we
heard
should
the
just-
blasphemy. I heard it.
Maybe we should just make this a regular thing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So welcome to the show. Again, shout out
Thanks.
to Modern Woodmen. We appreciate their support. I was going to tell you, Nicole, that Sean, your Fit Challenge teammate, came to Fit class yesterday.
I know. Becky told me it was his first fit class.
First Fit class in 2 years,
Mhm.
2.5 years,
Yeah.
almost 3 years that he's been there. But he
Mhm.
made it. I didn't have a chance to talk to him to see how it went.
Did he come this morning?
No.
Okay. Well, I didn't think he would.
No,
So
he was
okay.
not there today.
Okay.
But I don't know if he had perfect attendance or not.
He didn't.
Well, so we're still waiting
Yep.
for him
are.
to get perfect attendance so he can come on the show
Yep.
and talk about what they do. So
He missed
it's all
Tuesday.
right there for the taking.
Mhm.
He just needs to get it done
I know.
sometime in the next few weeks. So we appreciate Sean and those folks over at Modern Woodmen. All right, Jim. So we're going to get into your last year of your life here. Okay, so let's just go back. Okay, so you had just started Feral. You did the summer challenge, which started in July. So let's go back to, just the last couple of years, like as far as like your fitness routine, your nutrition, kind of what have you been doing for the last couple of years for working out?
Well, since 2018 is when I really started. I was getting ready to turn 50, and I was tired of. I had this fat face on my driver's license, and it just bugged me. And so I needed to find something, but trying to the treadmill and the lifting, it was easy to find excuses. I'm too tired, I'm too sore. And then my wife, she heard about 9 rounds, which is a kickboxing exercise. And so I started doing that, and I loved it. I went all the time. I mean, I had 1,000 workouts in less than 1,000 days, and I was working 2 jobs at the time.
Right.
I was at 240, and I got down to my lowest was 172.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I mean, we've only known you, you
Yeah.
know,
Yes.
as you right now.
Right.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And I still have a picture because I'm like, see, I do have
Good
abs.
motivator.
Look at that.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And so, I kept doing that through COVID, and I just I loved it. So
Mm-hmm.
turning this year, I had slowly climbed up. I put some muscle on, but my nutrition has never been, I've never been super picky about it. But I generally eat. I try to eat non-fried foods, meat, potatoes, veggies, fruits. Love my tailgates, so that goes out the window on Saturdays. But
Well, that's only like 7 times a year, right?
yeah.
We got to have a little fun.
Oh yeah. And so this year, about beginning of February, I had been having problems with my my right arm. As I would have this pain, it would go from my shoulder all through my arm, but it was my right hand. So I'm thinking, okay, it's from throwing punches.
So is this just like a ongoing thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And I didn't think much of it, and
Yeah, like pinched nerve, or
Yeah.
you just want to.
so
Yeah.
on my son's birthday, I went to the doctor, and they took a look at it, and they thought, well, maybe it's nerve irritation or tendonitis. So they prescribed me anti-inflammatories, and I'm like, okay. And then that was a Tuesday. Then Thursday, the 27th, I was just sitting at home, and my wife hadn't come home from work yet, and just watching TV, and all of a sudden I'm like, this is weird. I can't catch my breath. I'm like, and it felt like somebody was sitting on my chest, and I'm like, okay, there's no pain, no lightheadedness. So I'm like, I live in Waverly, so I thought, well, maybe I don't freak my son out.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, well, maybe I'll just drive over to urgent care. It's like 3 minutes away.
Just right there in town.
Yeah. And so I'm like, what if it's just a panic attack or something, And then finally I'm like, no. So I grabbed my keys, and just as I was heading out the door, my wife come in, and she's like, what's wrong? And I just said, I don't feel good. And she's like, sit down now. And she yelled at my son to call 911. And so we did that, and Waverly has one EMS, and they were already out on a call. So I ended up just sitting out on the step because it was a nice day, and it took like they had to call in Southeast Rural Fire, and it took like 30 minutes for the ambulance to get there. And
jeez,
yeah, and so I'm like, just the whole time I'm like, I feel okay now. I'm like, no biggie. They're like, no, let's go, and so they took me to the emergency room, and like at one point my blood pressure was 212 over 180 something.
Jeez, yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And like this one, I forget the name of it, this protein that they use to determine if you had a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be less than like 68, and one of the tests, it was 2001.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it was at no point did I think, oh my God, I'm going to die.
Right,
it was
right.
It was some of these people that they're critical, but it was just one of those things like, wow, okay. So I spent the night in the ER, and then the next day they transferred me to the Nebraska Heart Institute. And so that was on Friday. Yeah, about noon. They took me in to get a heart catheterization, and they said, okay, if it's a minor blockage, we can just do a stent and you'll be okay. Otherwise, we have to put the balloon in your leg to help your heart. And they had to put the balloon in, and I was bedridden from Friday 1:00 ish to Monday morning when I end up having a double bypass. And for somebody with ADHD, I'm like, this, I mean, they strap my leg down. I'm like, as long as we're not going misery here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what's the, I guess for the average Jeff, what's the like balloon in the leg thing? Like, I don't know what that is. Like,
it just helps take pressure off your heart. Just helps circulate blood.
Okay.
It's just, I had to ask afterwards because I'm like, I know you said it's there, but no, it's just because they're worried about it. And luckily, there was no damage to my heart, and like my cardiologist asked, "Are you a runner?" I'm like, "Oh God, no." And she's like, "Well, your heart is really strong and you have a really strong secondary blood flow." And I told her about the high intensity workouts, and she's like, "That's why we're talking to you today, because it was the Widowmaker, the left descending aorta, and it was 95% blocked at the top and 100% at the bottom."
Wow.
So yeah, I had a double bypass, and when we posted the news about my heart attack and the surgery, and all my friends were like, "Dude, you are working out all the time, 6-7 days a week." Really? I go, "You're not more surprised than I am. Trust me."
Yeah. Did you have a family history of heart problems?
Yeah, and that's one thing. I wanted to make sure when I'm doing this, know your family history, because I knew, my sister, who's 5 years younger, she's dealing with AFib. My dad, he deals with AFib, and he's had stents. And I was just like, yeah, I know they have heart issues. I don't really pay attention to that but yeah, and that's like with my public service announcement. So if you have pain, I don't care which arm it is, and you have a family history, get it looked at, just because.
That's crazy that you had the symptoms for so long.
Yeah, and it's just
because I think that's the thing with heart attacks, because you think that it's a heart attack, like you think it's
like you see it on like TV.
Clutching of your chest and
Red Fox.
You fall down to the ground.
Yeah.
And those happen,
Yeah.
obviously.
Uh-huh.
But that's not like, they're all different.
There's so many symptoms, and a lot of it has to do with where it's at and how it's blocked, and
And you're like me, I skew. I'm 57 now. I skew on the younger side for a double bypass, and I was in good shape physically, but
even the fact that you went to the doctor and that wasn't the thing that they thought,
because the red flag is if it's in your left arm,
right?
It's just me being me.
I didn't even know
not
that.
normal. Yeah,
I knew it was an arm. I didn't know which arm.
What's happening to me? I don't know. I just
we were kind of talking about that with my friends too. It's like when you have those weird symptoms, and it's just like, well, sometimes something will happen and I'll be like, tell you, well, if something happens, just know that I'm having this weird symptom. So
you can tell the doctor.
Yeah.
I
know. But not ongoing, just weird, just one of those weird symptoms that you have, or when you have that like stabbing pain in your chest.
When you breathe.
Yeah.
And you're just like, sometimes you take a short breath and I feel like something right here in my side. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then you're just scared to take a deep breath. Have you?
I had that yesterday. Well, yesterday I was freaking out. I had like some top of the head pain, and then I was just like feeling my scalp. It's like, is there a tumor in there?
Yeah,
my hair hurts.
And then I was like, oh, I have a headache.
Right.
Just drink some water.
Yeah,
and that was it.
And even if you did have a tumor, it's under your skull, so I don't think you would be feeling it. Like,
where is it?
If you can feel it, that's like Elephant Man.
Yeah, you have a brain tumor, you wouldn't feel
just
that.
Tell you where your mind goes.
It's so true.
But
you don't.
Anxiety take over.
Yeah, you have that thought, but then, like, how many times do we think that, but we don't actually go get it checked out?
Well, like that little stabbing pain. If it were to go on for like,
it's the one. It's
5
like one
minutes,
time,
it's
right?
A couple where I'm just. And you just feel it there, and you're just like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, it's
but then
normal.
it goes away, So you're just like, "Oh, I think I'm okay."
But
a lot of us are stubborn, right? And we just feel like we're just not going. We're fine. We just rub some dirt on it,
walk it off.
Walk it off. It'll be fine. But So if you're, like as Jim said, if you're having any symptoms or it's very important to get checked. So what was kind of like recovery for you? So you had 2 stents put in.
No.
Oh, we're not there yet.
No,
Okay.
No. I had a double bypass.
Okay. So what does that mean exactly?
It was they were past the point of stents.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
stents
okay.
just kind of repair
Open.
that block. Yeah, keep it open.
Yeah.
So if you were like 60% blocked, they could have put a stent in to open it up a little more.
I don't know what the percentages
Right,
are,
but
but
yes.
Just an example.
If it's not completely blocked, you have a better shot at stents. But stents don't, from what I've heard and talking to one of my friends, 2 of my friends have stents. They are not supposed to last as long as my surgery.
Right.
Yeah.
So just I joke. I was kind of lucky because I joined this open heart surgery survivors group on Facebook, and a lot of these people, they're like waiting months to get surgery. And I'm like, I was pretty much I probably in shock because all weekend I really didn't think much about it, and then all of a sudden Sunday night I'm like, wow, I'm gonna get my chest cracked.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Some people are going to touch my heart.
yeah, it's like
that's
stuff I see on
Yeah.
ER, things like that. I'm like, they're gonna do that to me.
Yeah.
So,
So
won't
you
say I
had
freaked out, but it weighs on me.
I think that would be weird if you weren't freaking out at some point about it.
So then, I recover from, I wake up like 3 times, okay, the surgery's done. Then, okay, go back to your bed. And then when they finally extubate and, you can't use your arms at all. Because any pressure, nothing, because it's a titanium mesh that they use to
So they're just
everything back
redirecting
together.
your blood flow, basically, right?
They take part of a vein or an artery, I forget what it is, and from my other leg, and it's a bypass, so it goes around it, around the blockage.
That's so bizarre to me.
Yeah,
it really is.
Like the thought of that, Harrison's just like, how that's just a miracle of what doctors can do in
that
of medicine.
someone somewhere was like, what if we take a vein from an artery from somewhere else?
Just go right around it.
And the weird thing I read was, I don't know if they have to take an artery, they turn it inside out to make it, or a vein and turn it inside out to make a new artery. And I'm like, okay.
I don't like
Oh,
that.
of course.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I would have thought of that.
really didn't read it.
Obviously. No.
I saw that and I'm like, I'm done with that.
Yeah, I don't need the
probably
details.
better not
It's
to know how
okay.
it's done.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. No thanks.
And so, trying to sit up. And they give you this. I've got this heart pillow that I had them color in where my blockage was, and I had all the nurses. And I have to give a shout out to especially Randy, Janessa, and the rest of the nurses and the doctors at Nebraska Heart. Randy was so positive. Just like me sitting up. Okay, yeah, that's no big. That's what I got to do, and he's just 100% positive, just right there. And it made it easy for me, knowing that he's that enthused, and he's probably done this with thousands of patients.
Yeah, like
that
for us
invested
to think,
in your recovery.
Yeah, he's not phoning it in.
Yeah,
right.
And Janessa, she did make me feel old though, because
I mean, you are kind of
old. She made me feel older because I told you about the co-ed team in Waverly. She's talking to me and she's like, do your kids play softball? I'm like, she's like, I should know you. I'm like, I think I know you guys, because my wife was over on the couch. And I'm like, no, my kid's not athletic at all. And my wife's like, well, we did play a co-ed softball a long time in Waverly. And she's like, do you know my dad, Lenny Chad? I'm like, oh, that dude is the fastest guy I have ever played with. So she was maybe knee high.
Yeah, just a kid.
Time.
Just
I'm like,
yeah.
And now she's helping take care
digging
of me.
around in the dirt during the
what
games.
goes around comes around.
I know. Yeah.
You better be nice to the youth, because
so true.
When we need them, when we get in our older age, they're the ones that are going to be taking care of us.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
Stuff they have to go through dealing. I thought I was pretty mellow, but hearing some of the people just completely miserable there.
Yeah.
Well, what's cool is like, hearts are, I mean, bless them because, and they know what they're doing. Like,
yeah.
Obviously, if I had to do something like that, you'd be dead immediately.
Yes, right.
Right. You'd be
No.
dead within 5 minutes if I was trying to do it. But it's not me. It's like, the professionals and stuff like that. So we get a little nervous that they don't know what they're doing, but they do.
Yeah.
Like this just, oh yeah, we'll just slice it here, cut here, and you're fixed. Like it's just root. It's like Nicole and I teaching a kickboxing class to them. Like, if you got a heart surgeon coming into Farrell's and we start the music and we're like, all right, you're teaching kickboxing today.
Right. Yeah.
They're gonna be like, what? I have no clue. So it's not under the same level of extremity, and stress.
Or if
and
I had to
nerves.
step in and do Harrison's job and be just overwhelmed.
Oh, we'd
by
be
all
hitting
the
buttons. We're just
right.
Get the mics on.
We're playing
I do know how
commercials.
to do that.
Yeah, we do know how to turn the mics on.
Yeah.
We'd have
But-
commercials as we're talking. It'd be just a disaster. It wouldn't be on streaming.
It is.
Are we on the radio right now?
Right.
It'd be like, those old video
air.
cameras. Like
Yeah.
my mom would always be like, is the red light on? Is the red light on?
Every home video starts with your mom saying, "Is the red light on?"
Everyone. Even though it says
She's colorblind. Can see it.
well, the red light is on the outside of the camera,
Well,
right?
that's a design flaw then. That's not on, right?
I think it said it too on the
It
screen.
probably
She
said
just didn't know.
record.
Right.
Well,
I'm trying to
as you're
dig her out
looking
of
at
the hole. But
No,
sure.
it was very on brand for her.
Yes.
So it just became a classic.
All
Is the
right.
red light on? Anyway.
Well, we're gonna go
Okay.
to break, and when we come back, we're gonna get into your Farrell's trip here. Not trip, but Farrell's journey. So stay with us. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change anytime without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor. We want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to SmokingGunJerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Fitness Fanatics. So we've joined in studio by Jim Appleby, one of our FIT members. He just wrapped up the Summer 10-Week Challenge a few weeks ago. So, Jim, I remember you the day before, or 2 days before the challenge started, you had reached out to me, and I know you have one of your good friends, Ken Broman, that goes to our 5 a.m. class at Meadow Lane. So I remember you are texting, but we're texting back and forth, and you said, well, I had a heart attack, and and I was just like, oh my God. I was a little like, my gosh, this guy gonna just drop dead right on our gym floor.
Yeah, do we need a extra?
Because you're like, well, I just got cleared.
Yeah.
Like, so this was, you had your heart attack at the end of February, and this was the beginning of July. So really wasn't too long of a recovery. I mean, just 3-4 months, and doctors gave you the okay to get back into doing exercise.
Yeah, because they say you can't drive for like 2 weeks, but I saw my surgeon a week, maybe 8 days after, and he's like, you can drive. He's like, there's no reason, you're healing very well.
Just don't have any road rage.
Oh, and,
well,
I will admit I used to, but now it kind of sounds cliche, but it's all about perspective.
That's true though.
I was taking my daughter, she had to drop her car off. So I picked her up and I took her to work, and this guy cuts me off, and I don't even blink, and I can just hear like, she's like, what is going on? I'm like, what's it gonna get me? I'm like, I'm gonna scream at this guy. I'm gonna flip him off.
Yeah,
that's what you used to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He wouldn't have cut me off in the first place. I'd have been like in front of the car, like,
That's gosh, that I mean, I wish we all could have that perspective, because
well, we could. It's not like it's that hard to imagine, but
it's like,
it's not in the forefront.
I know,
I know.
because we kind of get wrapped up in our little world.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know,
You never know what this other guy, maybe he's lost. He doesn't know, you know. It's
Yeah.
like until you're in those shoes.
It's so true.
You know.
but I get somewhere I'm just like in my car and I'm just like, just go.
I know.
Yeah.
Me too.
Put your foot on the gas and accelerate.
I am a terrible person in the car. It's the worst version of myself. I know.
There are some times
It
that,
is.
you know,
Yeah.
you're going 25 and a 35, and I'm like, you're starting to raise my blood pressure.
Yeah. So when your doctor cleared you, like, I just don't think most people think, okay, I just had open heart surgery. I've been cleared for exercise. Let's go do Farrell's extreme body shaping. I feel like most people would start with like walking.
Do some water
Right.
aerobics.
Yeah.
Well,
Or did you do that stuff before?
Yeah, because
Okay.
Mhm.
I was off work for 10 weeks, and 8 weeks, and then I was going to go 10 weeks, but then my wife's like, you should go 8 weeks and then 2 weeks part-time.
Mhm.
So each of those days, and you know, and I have to give a shout out to my wife Stacy and my kids Abby and Brandon. You know, I can't imagine what they went through.
Yeah.
Watching me. You
Yeah.
know, me, it's something that happened to me, but it's something they had to deal with.
Right. Right.
You know, and they would go out on walks with me, and you know, for 10 weeks, the heaviest thing I could lift was a gallon of milk.
Mm-hmm.
And at this time, there were snowstorms, and my wife, who, you know, is not a big person, she's out there having to scoop, and just feeling unable to help out at all was the worst part.
Now you can't get the kids to come over and do that.
Well, no, I mean they would help too.
Yeah.
You know,
Kidding.
Yeah.
It's just
Mom's out there doing it.
There's nothing worse than not being able to do something. Like, it's different when you can do it and you don't want to do it, but when
Right.
you can't do something, there's nothing worse than that feeling, because it's
this
like
AD
double.
talking about how you can't.
Yes, like you feel like it makes it just, it compounds so much. So that is hard. But shoveling is actually one of the main ways that people have heart attacks. It's like true, because a lot of people are sedentary, and then you
they
go out.
and
Yep.
crank it up 0 to 100.
Yeah.
No.
It's actually very common for people to have heart attacks while they're shoveling.
I
So
don't think I knew that.
this is a good time to get into shape, so you're in good shoveling
Maybe
shape.
we just need Ben to start shoveling.
I love shoveling.
He actually has gotten out there in the last couple years with me, because
I love it.
you're just not really able to do a whole lot with your back.
I can do it this year. I'll do it this year.
Hopefully
that
we
was
don't-
just that 1 year.
Hopefully we don't have a lot of shoveling.
I know.
to do
Anyway,
this year.
so
And
you got back. You came into Farrell's.
Well,
Yep.
because they have this cardiac rehab that
Okay.
a lot of people use. I went because my friend volunteered there, so he lives close to Waverly, so he brought me in for 1 week, and it wasn't for me because when the speed they had me on the treadmill and the bike, I was doing way more than that.
Yeah.
So I
Just
did
walking.
all this on my own. Then they
Mhm.
got cleared, and I'm like, I finally got up the courage to go and start, you know, lifting, you know, just dumbbells, because it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Still-
probably a little nervous
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
Big
stuff,
time.
you know.
And
Yeah.
It's like, so
Like,
I
what
would-
if a stitch doesn't
Yeah,
hold or
yeah, what if it
something?
pops?
Yeah, I know, which I don't think is a thing, but you still think that way. Like,
yeah. and
you've
so-
already been betrayed by your body once, so now just no.
And again, it was my wife, because I'm like, you know, I'm ready to go. I just need to, you know, because 9 rounds closed like a week and a half after my surgery. So I was like, that
Yeah.
sucks. But
Mhm.
and then she heard about it again,
Mhm.
and she's like, do it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and you know that group fitness is what you need. That's what you thrive in.
Yeah.
So
It's like,
yeah.
when I go in, tell me what to do,
Yep.
and I will do it as hard and
Mhm.
with as much intensity as I can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and I signed up. I was talking to Jeff, texting Thursday, and then I joined the group on Friday. And the funny thing is, the group had this sign up sheet for weigh-in,
Mm-hmm.
and
I didn't know this. You never told me this.
Oh,
yeah.
so
No.
sign up sheet. Okay, I'm going to go 4:00 on Friday. So, and I was meeting Ken. We were going to a softball game afterwards. So I go in there and it's locked. I'm like, oh no. I look at I'm like, oh, the sign up sheet was for Thursday, and I'm like, oh, wow.
You were at the wrong gym.
So I rolled up to the gym and I'm walking in and he's like, "Are you Jeff?" As I'm opening the door.
Yeah.
Like, what's this? Yeah.
That's so
I got my gloves and my wraps, and I go home after I show my wife. She's like, "Just what you need, more gloves and more wraps." Because
I know.
I probably have 5 pairs of 9 rounds boxing gloves, and probably a dozen pairs of wraps. So,
yeah.
But yeah, so I'm like, I went, and I love it. And, it's.
So in like your 10 weeks off or your 3 months of not working out, I'm like, how was like your eating? Like what did the doctor say for like nutrition? Did they give you some strict nutrition, or they were just like,
the biggest thing is try to do away with salt and fatty foods, and which for me, I don't ever put salt on anything. So that wasn't a problem. And like I said, I don't, sure, I'll have some fried foods. I love my wings, but it's just a matter of more fruits, more vegetables, lean meats, that kind of thing, so I would do that, and, just puttering around the house, walk around the neighborhood. And there were times if it's nasty out, we would go to like Gateway and walk around. And my wife laughed because it was like probably 3 weeks, maybe a month after surgery, and all these old people are lapping me, and I'm like, enjoy it while you can, because that's not gonna last.
I'm gonna be back in 10 weeks, and we're gonna find out.
I'm gonna lap you.
You go back to the mall now, and you're just it's gonna be.
Now I'm like,
see ya,
rearview mirror, baby. So yeah,
that is crazy and so humbling too. It is weird how much surgery, and I mean any surgery, kind of takes zaps your energy. Like how much energy it takes your body to recover, to repair after any type of surgery. It's like the weirdest fatigue. Like when I had my hysterectomy, like I do nothing all day. How am I tired? And we're just used to being so active, exercising every day, and just like getting up to go to the bathroom felt like a workout. It's crazy how your body will tell you.
They got me a lift chair. And at first, when they told me about this, I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
Like, come on. That was the best ever because, you can't recline. You can't use your arms. I can push a button, no problem.
Yeah.
And
the little things.
Yeah. It's just, you wouldn't think about it.
Yeah.
And like, I used to be a stomach sleeper all the time. And I finally, I think it was about 6 weeks ago, I finally tried laying on my chest. I'm like, as it feels too weird now.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt.
Right.
It doesn't hurt,
What did you notice a change like in your like how you work out now versus when you were working out and didn't know you had these blockages? Like, do you see a difference or feel a difference when you work out now? Do you know what I mean?
I mean,
because your blood flow is flowing better,
right?
Now.
Yeah,
that's why.
It's like one of the shows you're talking about. I'm like, I told you. I go. Yeah, I'm all original parts, just a rebuilt engine.
Right. Yeah.
And there are times, and it's really there's not that much difference between what I was 9 rounds and here, because like the morning workouts, my heart rate numbers, the points. I still like even today. I was the only one not in the red at all. And because I'm a big spreadsheet nerd, and I had all 17 or almost 1,800 workouts listed, broken down by the heart rate colors.
Yeah.
And all those times, less than 1/4% of the time I was in the red. And usually that was from I was sick, because I had like COVID 3 years in a row, and or coming back from vacation.
Right. A little out of conditioned.
Yeah.
Unconditioned.
So that part was easy. It was the doing the stretching. It's like, how far do I go? The first week you're doing push-ups. I'm like, because my numbers, the one that was really eye-opening was the box reach, the flexibility.
Oh yeah.
Because I was never a gymnast, but doing my round kicks, I could get them up, shoulder level. But yeah, it was like I think I had a 14-inch box reach, and I saw this one lady do it right after me, as she was like 18. I'm like, oh
Some people can't touch the box, so that's actually not bad at all.
Yeah, 14. I think I'm probably going to get like 7 or 8.
I know.
I'm not very flexible at all.
So did you improve though? That was an
yeah.
improvement. Yeah. I mean, almost everybody does improve, especially if you start lower.
I have to give a shout out to Michaela because I know the Derek who won the he lost 4% body fat. I lost 3.8% body fat. And seeing her at the party, I'm like, ooh, I like my odds. And then you posted the picture. I'm like, right there, I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah.
And then seeing her numbers,
yeah,
she beat me by almost 2% body fat. And you know, she's younger than me. She doesn't drink, but I haven't given birth 3 times.
Right. Yeah.
3 kids. Yeah.
My kids, if they're hungry, if they don't, I'm like, so like
they fend for themselves. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
She doesn't have that option. So
yeah.
I know how much, because I was doing double kickboxing, 2 a days, especially the last
right at the end
4
there.
weeks.
Yeah.
It's like, and just for her just to pretty much wipe the floor with me, I'm like, that's way impressive.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing that you were upset about was that she got to be on the radio show the next day.
I was just
and
like,
here you are.
Like, yes.
Yeah, I know. No, we definitely still need to have you on.
I've won one big prize in my life. But yeah.
I know. So no, when we still had you on.
Well,
because
you lost almost 17 pounds. You gained 2.4 pounds of muscle. You lost 12.4 pounds of fat, and your body fat percentage went from 25 to 21.2. So some awesome changes. But I'll tell you, I even told Nicole, I was like, this guy just had a heart attack, and now he's starting at Farrell's. So we'll see how this goes.
But trust me, I will not put myself in anything I don't know I can handle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You're probably better equipped now to like handle the like the symptoms and stuff. Speaking of, I did look this up in the American Heart Association real quick, and then we can go to break. But the early signs, so you'll have to tell me what ones that you had, the signs that you had, the early signs. So chest discomfort is one. It said most people having a heart attack feel discomfort in the center of the chest. It can last more than a few minutes, or it may go away and then return. It can feel like uncomfortable pressure, squeezing, fullness, or pain.
Just
pressure, you said, right?
Not before.
Yeah.
Beforehand, but
right.
My heart attack. Yeah, it felt like somebody was sitting on my chest.
Yeah, and then discomfort in other areas of the upper body. Symptoms can include pain or discomfort in the arms, and it says one or both, which I always thought it was one too. I just didn't know which one, but one or both. Back, neck, jaw, and stomach.
Well, I have a degenerative disc in my back.
Yeah,
so I couldn't tell the difference.
I would be going to the doctor every day, right?
Yeah. Oh.
But you know that pain for sure. Yeah. And then shortness of breath. This can happen with or without chest discomfort. And then this is probably what your wife was seeing, like other signs, like breaking out in a cold sweat. So because you said she said that you looked like death. Yeah, I know. And you're probably in your mind, you're like trying to play it cool, like it's fine, I'll be fine. And then she takes one look at you and is like, you're not fine. So breaking out in a cold sweat, nausea, rapid or irregular heartbeat, feeling unusually tired, and feeling lightheaded are all symptoms too.
That's how
early
I felt
warning
during
symptoms.
class this morning.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is,
that's the difference. He was sitting on the couch, feeling these things. Yeah.
I have all these, all these drugs I take now, and doing like the burpees and there are times where it's the getting up and getting down. I'll be lightheaded, and I'm like, I'm like, no, it's just because like, when I go in there, I'll put it on, and I'm like, my heart rate's like 39. And everybody else is usually 40, mid 40s
percent, not.
And my pulse is like mid to high 50s, low 60s now. It's like, so it's easy for me to get lightheaded now, but it's a combination of the symptoms.
Yes, that is what it. Yeah. And just like you said, when you're doing nothing, when you're just sitting there and feeling that way versus in a workout. So just those are all the symptoms to look for.
So, if you're feeling that, go get checked, because you just never know.
So, okay, before we go to break, what is your aftercare? What do you have to do now? Like, do you do any type of preventative testing, or will you have to do testing? Like, what is that?
Yeah, I just went in for my 6-month. They do an ultrasound. And
Okay.
then I meet with my cardiologist, and she adjusted my medication, added one that they had taken off originally. And
So they do like ultrasounds. They probably check that protein level.
Yeah, that's
to
what
make sure. Okay,
that's
yeah.
how I found out. It was like, yeah, great. It's 6. That blew my mind. It was 2001.
Yeah,
that's
crazy. All right.
And then
All right. Well, when we come back, since we have a big Husker fan in here, everybody wants to talk about the Huskers on the radio. So that's what we're going to do.
You didn't talk about that the first segment?
Well, he wasn't in here the first segment.
I know, but his first segment.
We did not.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to talk a little Husker football with Jim Appleby. This is his big chance to his audition for the ticket coming up here. 93.7 The Ticket, Fitness Fanatics. We'll be right back.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor. We want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, you guys, welcome back to the Fitness Fanatics. We have about 5 minutes left on the show, so we're going to talk a little Husker football with Jim. And I do have a question for you. So earlier in the show, you talked about how, like, now when you're driving, like before, you know, you get behind the driver, you're laying on the horn, you're yelling at him, you're just getting all, it's so fired up. But now after your heart attack and you know, scary situation, you look at things a little differently. How do you treat a Nebraska football game? Do you treat that differently? Like in years past, I'm sure you're just, you yell at the TV, we're upset. So now how does the new and improved Jim handle these close Husker frustrating moments? How does Jim handle that now? Calm, cool, collective.
I'm going to take the fifth on that.
So that's a no.
No, it's like I made a comment to the Cubs when they won against Seattle, the 9th inning. I'm like, I posted, I said, remember the Chicago Cubs. I've already had one heart attack this year. I don't need you guys giving me another one. And yeah, it's like I told you guys, I go, when I said I was coming on the show, more than a few of my friends were like, they have a 7-second delay on this, right? That's my Husker.
Harrison has a button if he needed
You've
to.
been good, though. You've been good.
That's you wouldn't want me near a microphone during a Husker game.
This is why I don't watch games with other people.
Yeah.
Like
No.
I shouldn't even text other people, because if my text messages, they could be used against me in a you know, at the end of the games, I always give the never in doubt text.
Yeah.
Right. Like the Bears beat the Raiders. So
Yeah.
Receipts have shown that this is a lie.
Never in doubt, right, Harrison?
Yep.
Yeah, I got to pick you out of the gutter a lot. Just every time
with the
if
Bears.
Jeff is
especially.
texting me, we are not winning, we are losing.
Yep. And then you get the never in doubt text when it's
funny.
over.
You got to pull you out of the gutter. I will
Yeah.
say, those fans, don't be that fan.
Well,
Michigan State, I had one to my right. And, oh, man, he was coaching the entire game.
Yeah.
And I was like, buddy.
You don't do that. You just
When I'm at the
complain.
games, I don't say much.
You
I'm not
don't-
one of those fans. That
Yeah,
yell.
I don't.
Yeah,
You can yell
no.
and be loud. I just hate it when people coach the game next
Right.
to me because I'm like,
Yeah.
it's just
You
like
have
what?
no idea.
I would love to see your scouting report for this one. That's giving you all the confidence in your play calls right
Yeah,
now.
just sit down with Bill Bush and talk defense,
Yeah.
and you'll
Oh,
know
man.
you have no clue what's going on.
Pick any
Yeah.
coach that you think does a horrible job and sit down with them, and they will make you sound like a toddler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's always good to just humble yourself.
But so we got the win yesterday.
Yes.
It was exciting. It's the first time I've watched Nebraska for a come from behind win with my son.
Mhm.
That's never happened before. So, in fact, Nicole, I don't know if you were listening earlier, but Ben had said that afterwards we were just kind of hanging out, and he was just on the couch, and he was like, I think that added 3 years to my life.
Oh my gosh.
And he's 18, right?
Well, he's 21 now. He can drink.
Yeah, right.
He's 18.
He's 21 because he added 3 years.
Oh yeah, he's 21. But yeah, so it was just it was cool.
It's like that. There's a meme that's like, women will say I needed this, and it's just like an iced coffee or whatever. But now Husker men are like, man, I really needed that, and it was just a Husker win.
Well, you know what?
Come from behind win.
It's so nice because they won, and then we're so like, we haven't had this for so long where we can really be invested in other games happening across the country. Like,
it means something to watch those games.
Did you talk
later.
about how now you want Iowa to win?
Yeah,
you
we
need
did.
Iowa
We
to
said
win.
We need Iowa to win. We need USC to win. Yeah, Harrison, you do. You got to cheer for teams that benefit Nebraska. Now,
I know that's what I said, and then I was
You
like,
guys.
well, what if they get keep getting better? And then you said F Iowa. You
Well,
get
texted
better
me.
too.
but it's like, as long as we're winning,
exactly,
they
I know.
can win. That's fine.
Yeah.
But like, if we now for some reason we lose to Minnesota, I won't be rooting for Iowa.
You're
That'll
not
go-
rooting for them.
No, I'm just okay if they
right.
win.
Yeah. Let's be clear. You're not rooting.
There you go.
Because we need some
don't
big
want you
wins on the
canceled.
schedule, and we don't have a lot of opportunities left. So, like, it'd be a good lasting impression to beat a, 9-2 Iowa or 8-3 Iowa team at the end of the year versus a 5-6 Iowa team where it's just like, oh, they're terrible.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah.
That's true.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I always fall back. If we win, it does not matter
Yeah.
how the cards fall. If we end the season with one loss,
Well,
who gives a damn what Iowa did?
But
Mhm.
it
Mhm.
sometimes it does matter.
Not when you
because-
got one loss.
Well,
That's all I'm saying.
Well, we don't.
Once we rack up the second loss, then we can start
we
talking
don't,
about records.
we don't know that yet. But that's with the NFL, you know exactly the rules. Like, you
Mhm.
know the tiebreakers,
What needs
the-
to happen?
You know the going down to the 20th tiebreaker, who makes the playoffs. With college football, it's just random
Subjective.
people
Yeah.
that are like, oh well, oh, Nebraska won by 3 against Maryland. Well, big deal. That's 3-point win. Like, they don't watch the game.
Yeah, no, the AP poll is atrocious. That's why I try not to.
Well, that's what I
Credit
mean. So it's like, and sometimes those college football playoff polls, they kind of mirror the AP poll.
A little bit. They're they're
Mm-hmm.
slightly better, but it does mirror quite a bit of it.
Remember when they dropped TCU like 4 spots when they didn't play a few years ago?
They also dropped undefeated Florida State, and then they were right because next year that team was
Just to boot
Yeah,
them out.
hot
that is
garbage.
true.
Yeah, no, I
Dang
don't know
it.
what happened there.
That's their argument. But remember that one time we knew they weren't good enough.
I just remember like back in 2001 when Nebraska made the playoffs after they lost to Colorado, and it came down to just like microscopic percentage points. Like, had Iowa beaten Iowa State that year, Colorado would have played for the national title. But since Iowa State beat Iowa, Nebraska played for the national title because of strength of schedule. So we just haven't been there for so long. So, look, we got the Nebraska coaching staff.
Oh, there they
walking
are.
by.
All of them. Yep.
Coach Rule just waves at us.
Yeah.
Hey,
But I think he's walking some recruits around or
Yeah, I
something.
think
Yeah,
so.
not a good time to.
No, now's not
Should
the
I
time.
go out there and just get on him
No,
right
Harass.
now's
now?
not the
Yeah, harass
time.
them.
Well,
What were the other coaches?
Our show is wrapping up right now.
I know.
on the
So
door.
Yeah.
that's it. It's
No.
a wrap.
No.
We'll see you
They're
guys
not
next
coming
week.
in. They're
oh,
walking.
they're not?
No,
Oh, shoot.
no,
That was a good try.
they're not. That's
But-
so cool though.
But Jim,
Never
see,
gets old.
you got to see Coach Rule.
I
Never
did.
gets old.
He waved at you. Now you're a celebrity.
He knows you.
Legend in my own mind.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Yes.
You guys have a great week. We'll see you next Sunday on 97 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.